to the glass.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And Fox gets it to go.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
It's Morant with the drive. And then Morant slams it in.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Timeout is called, first of the game for Sacramento.
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point God moniker. This kid is fearless and he's hungry. And he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
Some changes for Memphis. Tillman comes in for Adams. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Williams. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Harkless comes in for Barnes. Davis is checked in for Halliburton. And it's Mitchell in for De'Aaron Fox. Memphis leading by 3. And Greg, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
Mitchell against Morant. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. Here's Melton. Goes back up. Thompson with the rebound.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Harkless finds Mitchell. Here's Thompson. Lays it up off the glass.
The unbelievable effort. Thompson, a dedicated warrior on the offensive glass.
There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Morant surveying the D. Anderson wide open, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Harkless on the wing. Over Anderson. The shot by Harkless, no good.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
In the corner, it's Healed. Thompson, great positioning on the putback.
Crashing hard on that putback, Thompson does his best work around the rim.
Here's Morant. Rebound by the Kings. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Well, what did them in was all the missed free throws. It could have been a much different outcome.
You hate to lose it at the line, especially when you're getting what you want in other areas of the game.
Got it off in time. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Right back after this break. And one of the better young two-way big men in the NBA, Jared.
Probably be more of a backline help, talk more, give more help for the rotations because, you know, depending on what team you play, there's a lot of specific things you got to do to guard a certain player.
Now with his 7'4" wingspan, Jackson has all the tools to be an elite rim protector.
But advanced understanding of positioning. His father was an NBA player, so he's been taught the game from a young age.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Sacramento, Harkless is out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's Mitchell. Then there's Tristan Thompson. And it's Davis at the shooting guard. Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Now let's go to the sideline to catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Kings currently have the league's longest playoff drought. De'Aaron Fox was 8 years old the last time they made the postseason. And he says this is the most passionate fan base. So let's be special and dig out of this hole. As competitors, we want to win right now, but we know that we're building something. Kevin?
Well, they've got the right attitude and close to a breakthrough, many people think. David, thanks. Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Marvin Bagley comes in for Thompson, and it's Barnes in for Maurice Harkless. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
They're doing a great job defensively down low. They've already racked up a lot of blocks. They've established an intimidation factor early in this one.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Jones in the post, defended by Bagley. Here's Jackson. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries. And Greg, some players say they watch the standings. Others say they ignore them. Which side were you on?
You know, at times I did a little of both, but I typically wanted to watch, especially when my team was relevant. There was a couple of years where I had no desire at all to see where our team was because I knew we were pretty close to the bottom.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That'll be his second foul of the game. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Adams, he's checked in for Memphis. Williams comes in for Melton. And then for Sacramento, Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Heel. Halliburton comes in for Terrence Davis. And De'Aaron Fox up in for Mitchell.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Baines checked in for Conchar, and it's Morant in for Jones. Morant against Fox. Here's Halliburton, and Halliburton slams it in.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Grizzlies.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Adams with the slam.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Bagley finds Halliburton. No good on the 3. And here are the Grizzlies with it. This one now up to 13-2. Williams with a clean look. Off target from outside.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And it's Holmes off the try.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guys still shaking. The Kings shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You have to respect Ja's burst on the drive. So dangerous with the ball in his hands.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
Ja Morant taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Morant. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Morant with the steal. Adams with it. Holmes covering. Ball's knocked loose. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
They're fortunate the defender couldn't control it. Almost lost that possession.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. And Steve, when you look at your 2003 Spurs championship team, it's not considered a super team, but that roster was stacked for sure.
Kevin, it was stacked with players understanding their roles and starring in their roles. There was just a lot of talent from top to bottom. We pushed each other to be better every day.
And the dunk by Barnes.
Anytime Barnes gets that close to the basket, he's looking to throw it down.
Now the Grizzlies with it. They're on a 15-6 run. Williams dishes to Adams. Jackson trying to break free. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Fox kicks to Holmes. Back to Fox. Launches it. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Morant. Takes the 3. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Up top, Fox. Adams defending. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Fox has got 6.
You get the sense Fox just improving with each game in terms of his pick-and-roll play, figuring out his angles, knowing when to pull and when to try to split or turn the corner. I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Holmes finds Halliburton. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Tillman comes in for Steven Adams, and it's Kyle Anderson in for Jackson. The Kings also with the sub. Thompson's checked in. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. And there's the feed to Anderson, and that one is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Fox kicks to Halliburton. Trying to get open is Thompson. Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked.
Gotta run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, you take it. Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Now Halliburton. Two on the clock, and he can't bank that one in. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Memphis out in front, opening up a huge gap. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was all Ja Morant in the first quarter. He ended up with 22 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. Kenny, what'd you think about the Grizzlies?
Well, when you pass the ball the way they have, Ernie, I mean, this is the kind of scoring line you expect. The guys are in total sync, and the difference is the ball movement. I mean, they're moving the ball around, and it's right.
Shaq, what's your take on Sacramento?
First of all, where's the intensity on D? You think when a team is punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. Nope. They keep giving up open looks, letting the league get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And it's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Yeah, in the first half, he took on the role of playmaker. I think it surprised the defense a little bit. Gave this offense a different dimension.
Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then it's Williams. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Bane in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
As young as Ja Morant